Along the freezing and rocky paths of the snowy mountains, the soles of their vegan boots swept across the icy grounds in haste. Dr. Andrew Knight and the Vegan 3 Peaks team raced against frosty wind, competing in the United Kingdom's infamous 3 Peaks Challenge.
The first thing we discovered was snow unexpectedly halfway down the mountain. We certainly hadn't expected to see that much snow up there, so we went higher and higher up, and the visibility began to drop and the wind started to pick up, and fairly soon we were in a blizzard. So by the time we eventually staggered our way up to the summit, we were walking on about 5 feet of packed snow. We could only see about 30 feet at a time. We could barely see from one rock cairn to the next. And we were following a trail in the snow that was left by people's footprints, which was rapidly being blown over and disappearing within about 30 minutes. So it was a slightly dodgy situation. It was about that time that I realised that going up there without a GPS device might not have been the smartest idea. It was well below freezing at the top. We did take a little portable thermometer with us to check the temperature on the summits, but there's no way any of us had the courage to take our hands out of our gloves up on Ben Nevis to actually check it, but it was easily minus 10 or minus 15 Celsius with the wind chill up there. Just up ahead, suddenly the ground fell away completely, and there were these terrifying drops that just disappeared down into cloud. And that was actually the edge of Five Fingers Gully, and walkers have been known to walk right off the edge in bad weather. It's the fastest way to descend that particular side of Ben Nevis. And when I got there, I knew that we were close to the summit.
Adventurous viewers, greetings and welcome to Vegetarian Elite on Supreme Master Television. Today we are excited to have with us Dr. Andrew Knight, who shares with us his adventures with the Vegan 3 Peaks team and the Extreme Vegan Sporting Association.
The 3 Peaks Challenge is a challenge whereby the competitors have to climb the highest mountains in Scotland, England and Wales, all the UK mountains, in the same 24-hour period. So usually people start off at Ben Nevis in Scotland, which is the UK's highest peak at 1,344 metres, head off down to Scafell Pike in England, and you climb that at night time, and then finish with Mount Snowdon in Wales. Because we're vegans, having this disadvantage over normal competitors, we decided to try and make it harder for ourselves. Normal people tackle Ben Nevis first because it is twice as big as the other mountains, and with snow and blizzards like that on the top, it's much harder. However, as I said, being vegans, we do have this advantage over meat-eating competitors, so we decided to tackle that one last when we're exhausted from already doing everything else, thereby hoping to put ourselves on the same sort of level as meat-eating competitors, and we feel we did that well. We came in with a respectable time, even though we did do Ben Nevis last when we were thoroughly exhausted.
And they made it. In 23 hours and 25 minutes, Dr. Andrew Knight and his team became the first all-vegan teams to have completed in the UK's grueling 3 Peaks Challenge, travelling on foot for around 25 miles or 40 kilometres, by vehicle in between mountains for around 450 miles, and climbing a total of 10,000 feet or 3,050 metres over the peaks of the 3 highest mountains in all of Wales: Mount Snowdon, England, Scafell Pike, and Scotland, Ben Nevis. By profession, Dr. Andrew Knight is a well-respected veterinarian with an office in London. The kind-hearted doctor is very passionate about animal welfare. He founded the Extreme Vegan Sporting Association to spread the benefits and possibilities of the compassionate vegan diet. To add to the list of his activities and accomplishments, Dr. Knight is also the president of Animals Count UK, a political party that aims to create a better world for people as well as animals.
Climbing the highest mountains in England, Scotland and Wales in the same period, the same day in fact, was to try and raise money for Animals Count, which is our political party for animals, to demonstrate that vegans can achieve feats of fitness and have a lot of fun at the same time. But hopefully it overcomes some of the misperceptions about the vegan lifestyle that do exist in certain quarters, which is that vegans must be all weak and incapable of doing feats of fitness that are of this level, climbing 3 mountains in 24 hours. Secondly, the vegans can have a lot of fun, and the vegan lifestyle isn't all about self-denial.
Participating in the Three Peaks Challenge, Dr. Knight and the team raised money for animal advocacy.
We were fundraising to help support the election campaign of Animals Count. That's the first time that a party for the animals has ever contested these elections here in the United Kingdom, so it's very historic really. So we're hoping to encourage all political parties to take animal issues more seriously, increase the time that they give to trying to protect animals within Parliament by demonstrating that people will vote for animals and on behalf of animal issues. So we thought that was a worthy cause to fundraise for on this occasion.
When we return, Dr. Andrew Knight is going to share with us some more adventures and the secrets of staying fit while enduring extreme conditions. You are watching Vegetarian Elite here on Supreme Master Television. Welcome back to Vegetarian Elite. With us today is Dr. Andrew Knight, a veterinarian, the president of Animal Count political party, an extreme sports athlete, and a devoted vegan who led an all-vegan team of 4 to conquer the United Kingdom's Three Peaks Challenge. Passionate about animal welfare, Dr. Knight actively promotes a complete plant-based vegan diet for the benefit of humanity and our co-inhabitants.
So you're the founder of the Extreme Vegan Sporting Association. Can you tell us as to why you set it up?
The actual association does have a serious purpose, which is to demonstrate to those sectors of the public that don't yet understand that veganism isn't all about self-denial and denying ourselves things which are fun in life. Vegans can be very strong, very fit. The website exists to showcase vegan athletes around the world. We've got famous champion vegan Ironmen and women, vegan bodybuilders, Olympic athletes. Carl Lewis, for example, won 9 Olympic gold medals, one of the greatest athletes of the 20th century. He was vegan. There are many others as well. So it exists to demonstrate that vegans can be fit and strong and also can have a lot of fun.
According to Dr. Knight, vegan athletes have advantages of healthier bodies and simpler dietary needs, quicker recovery times, and much more.
There are famous vegan bodybuilders that have been very successful, winning titles, getting enough protein. There are supplements that vegan athletes need to think about adding into their diets, perhaps. However, they also have advantages over meat-eating competitors because our diets are naturally much more rich in antioxidants and other nutrients that help us to repair tissue damage after exercise. So that can actually speed our recovery from exercise, enabling us to hit the next training session sooner and harder than meat-eating athletes can.
In high-altitude mountainous areas, plant-based foods prove to be more efficient and provide enough nutrients to support and sustain athletes, even in extreme and physically demanding sports.
It doesn't require so much energy from the body to actually digest the food. We get the benefits of it more quickly, particularly in the case of fruit, simple sugars which digest and are absorbed very rapidly. And we certainly used a range of special vegan foods on this Three Peaks Challenge to keep us going. We had vegan cheese, which we mixed in with stir-fry vegetables and lasagna, which provided our basic carbohydrate-rich fuel, which are complex sugars which break down slowly and provide ongoing energy. We used chunkies, which are made by Nuval Vegetarian Foods up on the actual challenge itself, up on the mountains, along with vegan flapjacks by Shambu's vegan caterers here in London.
Dr. Andrew Knight lives to prove that his love for extreme sports has never been compromised by his vegan diet.
I've been a vegan for a very long time, for around about 15 years now. I did get to experience benefits over the coming years. I took up row gaining, which is a weird Australian sport because I'm Australian, which is cross between orienteering and some kind of eco challenge. It's very long distance cross-country navigational endurance races in teams. These events, though, for one of them, myself and my partner had to go for 24 hours continuously through forest, farmland, rugged terrain, in sort of the outback, the bush of Australia. And we only stopped once for a 10-minute period at sunset to put our torches and our night gear on. Even when we were moving, even when we were eating, we had to keep moving. So definitely, I think that being a vegan gave me a bit of an advantage on these events because my diet was very naturally high in carbohydrates, which is a slow release sugar, so provided constant fuel throughout the event. These dietary factors certainly contributed to the fact I found these events relatively easy, I think, compared to the heavier meat eating competitors.
So for other vegans who are watching who would like to become involved in your association, what can they do?
They can let their hair down, they can get out and have extreme vegan adventures, and they can send their photos and their video clips into us at the website, and we'll get them up online to demonstrate how much fun vegans can have around the world. Our website is extremevegansports.org. And for the Vegan 3 Peaks Challenge, our website is vegan3 with a 3, vegan3peaks.info.
Dr. Andrew Knight is an inspiration for many around the world. The extreme weather never stops him, the height of cliffs never worries him, and treacherous terrains are never a match for Dr. Knight's perseverance and sportsmanship. His love for animals and people fuels his drive to bring the noble ideal of veganism closer to people's hearts through stunts and surprises. Nature-loving viewers, thank you for your company today on Vegetarian Elite. Please stay with us for Between Master and Disciples, up next on Supreme Master Television. May more bright stars like Andrew arise from every corner of our world to brighten our planet with ever more kindness.
For more details, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/VE.